Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Triple Grand Wargaming Studio, where today we're doing something very different for us, but it's me, the Loremaster, and him, the Duke.
Hello.
As we talk to you about Warfactor.eu's excellent range of sort of base adaptations for your Warhammer fantasy miniatures.
And trays.
Yeah, good save.
Don't forget the trays.
So there's quite a collection of things here. We're going to try and go through lots of different products. So thanks for sending it across to us, because we're very excited about it. And we're going to do some fun stuff as we go, honest, I promise. So I'm going to start with the individual flexible base adapters. These are their flex adapters, they call them. These are probably my favourite, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I quite like these. So I'll try and sort of show you initially. They're almost like a, I don't want to say vulcanised rubber, because I don't think they're that. But because I don't really know what vulcanised rubber is. But you can see they've got this kind of flexible element. But I've got a few here, but these are great because I know some of you like to sort of dabble back into the old game and the base size matters for you, but they just pop straight on and straight off.
Yeah, really quick, really easy, no mess, no glue.
I'm probably making a bit of pigs here getting it back
on.
Not
even magnets, don't need magnets or anything, they literally just sort of flex around them and hold on.
No,
the square ones, they do seem quite a good fit.
Yeah, the squares are great.
Some of the cavalry ones,
little looser.
They're a little looser,
but I mean,
they still hold on.
I can't shake it off to other famous billionaire pop stars are available. But I can't.
Space, is that one?
I can't. Is that one? I can't shake that away, which is great. But I just think these seem to me like the bread and butter of what I'd want to do.
Yeah. Because you've also got, there's no sort of underside. There's enough of a lip that they don't sort of fall through or anything. But you can still magnetise the original base to a standard metal tray.
And some of you will have magnetised bases from before. Certainly I'm one of those. So these really excite me. And because they fit so snug on the top, this is something I quite like. You don't have as much of that big gap that I've seen with lots of other base extenders, which I think is really nice. So these come in, they sell them singly, don't they?
They do.
Which is quite nice, because I think, again, switching for your characters in particular is a good shout.
I believe all of the sizes come individually.
So the 20 to 25 mils, that's the ones that I've got in the Archers here, and the single one I've got there. They come in at $1.15 each. It's going to be dollars today, because that's the way that the website sells them. So about £1, give or take, if you're from Essex like me. The 30 mil ones, so 25 to 30, the ones I've got on the Saurus here. These bad boys are $3.
They are.
So about £2.40 each.
Yep.
And the cavalry ones that we've got on Barney and Manfred, but let's just go for Barney. Barney's the star. He's our imagination. These ones are $2.30 each.
Yes.
So about $1.80.
Yeah. Something like that.
So overall, not the very cheapest, I'd say.
No.
Products on the market, but they look great.
They do, and they're probably the best I've seen to let you play both games with both base sizes.
I completely agree.
Because you don't, like I said, with a lot of other alternatives, you need to either blue tack them in, or glue them, or magnetise them. These, it's literally just to clip them on and pull them off.
I think the other thing is you don't need loads and loads of these. Sorry, I'm not trying to undersell your product, but if I bought like 50 or 60, and I had 4 or 5 armies, because I can take them on and off so easily, it goes on to a lizard man now, or it goes on I don't need more than sort of 60 maybe, and I can probably do most armies to play most size games, which is pretty cool. So yeah, quite a fan of these. But I'm going to pass over to the Duke to lead the charge.
Very good.
I'm there for you.
So as well as the individual bases, we've also got or been sent these individual bases with the magnet slots, and Warfactor do also sell the magnets, which you can see in there. And they come with, I think you can choose between 2, 3 or 4 magnet slots on each of the base. So you actually still have the outside of your unit is, if I spin this round, just a flat side, no sort of magnet holes that you're not using, which I think is quite cool. But if you wanted, for simplicity, you could just order all of them with 4 magnet slots, 1 on each side, and then gives you a load of flexibility.
Literally just throw stuff in.
But the main sort of draw with this, and I'm going to try and very carefully separate these trays.
This is the Warfactor grid, isn't it?
Yes.
We're going to give this a go.
There we go.
Look at this.
So these are, I'm going to lift these up ever so slightly. These are sort of corner piece metal trays, if you can see under there, without dropping the skinks out. So these obviously fit together like that, which is how we had them. Or you can very quickly reform and slide them together. The blowpipe's in the way, but you get the idea. Slide them together like this, and you very quickly reformed your unit for the old world into, say, marching column. Boop, boop. Yep.
Goes to the marching column.
Yeah, so...
But I'm drilled, and then I want to charge. So
then you can very quickly reform back out again.
I've made a mess. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there we go, look. And I'm back into combat order, and I've just smashed some skinks apart. Look at that, lovely, ready to charge.
And basically what lets you do this, you could do this with individual bases, of course, but what Warfactor have done is made these sort of, again, corner pieces almost. So this is all one piece, these aren't magnetised together, these are actually just connected, which lets you very quickly reform to match these trays. Thank you. To match these trays. So to be fair, you could do it without the trays, which is probably a bit easier. And you could either go like this, reform with the corner pieces into like that. It's just really quick. That's probably one thing I've found with the old world is actually it can be quite time consuming reforming units during the middle of the game. So having the ability to do that is really nice. It is a little bit sort of prescriptive on unit sizes. Obviously you can add individual bases to make yourself deeper, wider. This is just the sort of the core bit of the formation change, really. But yeah, they do work with these Warfactor trays, which are about $3.50 for something this sort of size, and that's for both pieces as well. So they should go 5x4 or 4x5, which yeah, I think is a nice little change. They also do it in the 25 up to 30 size as well, and that works exactly the same with the magnets. If I can pull them apart, there we go. And then you can go 4x5 as well, like that. Just a very quick change. But they work exactly the same as the 20 to 25s. And then onto cavalry, they have these lovely little lance trays. So we've gone with the dart formation here, just 3 knights.
It's a hexwave dart because we haven't got any knights from the Bretonian army that are not on the right side.
No, we don't. But again, these are on their little magnetic tray, and they magnetise together in the middle here, as well as in the middle of the second rank. So it's a really sturdy sort of little arrow, really. And if I can gently slide the metal tray out, these actually, you can use these without the tray as well. You know, just push the bases around, they're not going to come apart. You can drag them around by the front guy. Really sort of solid. And as well, you can see you've got extra magnet holes there. You've got, you don't have magnet holes on the back, but you can get them with extra magnet holes on the back, so you can make the lance wider and deeper. Yeah, really like those for, specifically obviously for Bretonians, but you can get regular cavalry adapters with the magnet slots wherever you need them, you know, directly in front, behind, and then you can go, if I can pull these apart,
really cool about those lance
you can also
ones
go into a regular cavalry formation.
I think what's really cool about those lance ones is that they've kind of, the magnets on the fronts are staggered.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I mean, and
it works. It's magnetising them into the lance shape.
Yeah,
it's really great.
But it does also work for a regular cavalry formation as well. You just have 2 magnets rather than 1 holding them together like that. Imagine I was wider, like so.
Oh, mate,
you know, you can still.
You've done well on your weight, don't put yourself down. Imagine I was wider.
Thanks.
I've got you, mate. The walks are paying off.
And if you haven't got an already based army, or you want to completely rebase your army, Warfactor has got you covered as well with their range of full-size bases, not just adapters. Now, as you can see, we've got most of the sizes here. We don't have any 25 mils, but we've got 30 mils, 25 by 50s, 30 by 60s, 40s and 50s. There's not many other base sizes, I think. 40 by 60 pretty much is the only other one, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously the big Terrorgeist base. But these have...
You're not going to want to magnetise
that. You're not going to want to magnetise that. These have all got...
Units of Terrorgeist bases, yes!
These have all got their little magnet slots on the sides, the back, the front, all around. So again, you could do these without a tray. I think generally that's the idea. You just sort of magnetise them together, and then you can push the unit around. It all sort of stays connected. You can reform them really quickly because the magnets just snap together. With
the magnetic tray underneath as well, you've kind of got some bite as well. So I quite like these. In a similar vein, what I've done now is you can see we're back with our skinks.
Back to the skink.
But what we've got now is the Warfactor. It's all of those trays that you've just seen there. So it's just adapters that are magnetised to each other this time.
Yeah, so they're all individual ones this
So
time.
individual magnet adapters this time. So these, I think, will be very popular as well.
Yeah.
Just because I've put them onto the nice Warfactor movement tray that they sell, but I don't need to. Look.
Yeah.
Quite easily. Sorry, that's really quick, but I can quite easily just buy one skink tail and move these around like that.
I'm sure the Oracle's loving you pulling around the skinks by one tail.
Yep. But I think that seems like it'll be very useful. And again, we've got a mixture here. I will leave it turned over for a second, where you've got the outsides so that you've got that nice clean finish, but you don't need to. You could just stick with these ones in the middle, the four, all the way around. And that I think if it was me, I would go for that all the way around.
Yeah.
So that I can kind of throw them into all different formations.
Yeah.
I know Dr. Luke Blacksell, if he's watching, he's a big fan of Linehammer. Love you, Luke.
Does let you do Linehammer like that?
And the fours would let you do Linehammer really quickly because you can just snap them on.
They do also sell lines. So where we had I think they're over here, where we had the little sort of corner pieces.
Yeah, some of those
like
are
that.
shorter skinks now because I've stole some.
They do also just do lines, which are, I think they start at 5, might be 4, and then you can go even wider, as up to 8, I think it was, of just a sort of connected single line of adapters.
I think
for Linehammer
4
purposes.
is probably about the right number there, because then I can kind of wiggle them about.
Yeah, and you can sort of put one facing like 1 by 4 deep, and then you've got a 5 wide unit.
And again, it could be a bit of both and for me as well. Yeah. I could see me having some like that, and then maybe some of these, like we did on the tray a minute ago, we threw some of those around, so you've got the flexibility and the options there. Yeah, how much were the ones with the magnets in the side?
The ones with the magnets in the side, they are the same prices as the ones without, except according to the website, the 25 by 30s are $1.15 as well, $1.15 as well.
Oh, okay, nice. So the bigger one, the Chaos Warrior to new Chaos Warrior size, if you like, the sort of up to 30mm is a bit cheaper if you get it with the magnets in it.
Yes,
that's pretty cool.
The website,
you do need to purchase the magnets, but never fear.
Yes,
Warfactor is here.
Yes, they do also sell the
magnets
separately, as well as obviously their flat sheets of their magnetic movement tray. Like I said, they're about $3.50 for one this sort of size, sort of 5 25mm by 4.
Yeah. That which is a very reasonable price, really. When you look at the cost of trays now.
Yeah, I think it is, and to be honest, I really like the range of products that Warfactor do. Yeah. Like, you don't have to go all in if you just want some magnetic trays and some magnets, or maybe you don't want the trays, you just want the bases or the base extenders.
These I love. These I'm all over, because I'm an old Warhammer player. I've done it a long time. I've got a lot of trays. Yeah. Even if I'm looking at 20s up to 25s in particular, I've got some trays that size because I've used 25s before. So what I want is the ability to really quickly, 20 minutes before my game, snap all my bases to the right size. Love that.
Yeah.
I would say with the magnets, with the magnet trays, really cool, but you just need to be really careful. We had some fun.
What way you stick them in.
What way you stick your magnets in. Because you're going to want really to think quite hard about your polarity being nice and uniform so that you can snap them into long lines or snap them back into shape. So that's something that you are going to want to kind of consider. You're almost going to, if you're thinking of it like a grid, you're almost going to want all your norths that way, all your norths that way, say, and then you should then, in theory, be able to snap everything kind of the way you'd want.
So that might take a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's a little bit of working out, but I don't think it's the end of the world.
No, no. And if you were concerned about that, get the ones without the magnetic sort of slots on the sides, and then just magnetise the bases to the tray.
Yeah, no reason not to do that either. The getting quality kind of these I imagine will be iron. I haven't checked what the exact material is, but it would need to be magnetic. But getting quality iron trays, which these have got slightly rounded corners as well, which are lovely.
Yeah.
So you're much less likely to injure yourself, like I definitely would. Getting that though for a reasonable price isn't always easy. So I think it's quite nice that they're reasonably priced, and I could just go for these, order some magnets up, which I think you said the magnets come with the trays?
No,
I buy
the magnets are separate.
Get my magnets, magnetise the bottom of my base exactly like Scott said. Boom, lovely.
Yeah, and one thing I didn't also mention, if you do buy the bases, they all come with little slots for the magnets as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean that 50's got 5 on. That's not going anywhere.
That ain't going anywhere. We've all done that in the past, haven't we? You put like 4 or 5 magnets on and then been like, I'm never getting that off, ever. You're there like 20 minutes later with a spoon underneath the edge.
BSB's got 4, 1 on each corner. Yeah,
I feel like a couple of my old Empire standards on the 20s have got that, because they love to hit it. They love to face down it.
Nothing like sticking a penny to the bottom of a box.
The classic stick a
pennies to
penny.
it.
But you can't do that to a 20mm. The penny's too big. British
The
coinage.
5p.
It's the 5p. It's all about the 5p.
I don't think the 5p
Or a
fits
chunk of
either.
green stuff. That.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Yeah.
Bits of this is just digressing just for a second. When you used to get the old medals, you used to get the tags on the bottom that you'd cut off, like for cavalry and stuff. Yeah, they go on the bottom.
Shove
That's
it in
just
there.
free weight, baby.
Green stuff it in.
How we've evolved into just put a magnet on it.
Just put magnets.
So yeah, thanks for sending all this stuff over to us.
Yes, thank
really
you very
rocking. I'm sure lots of you that are watching will find this stuff really useful. So check out their website.
That's Warfactor.eu.
And let us know in the comments what you think of the products. If you've got some yourselves, if you've played a few games, how you're finding them. But yeah, we're pretty impressed.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks for joining us. And make sure you check out all of our other videos on YouTube. And you can head to triplecrownwargaming.com as always to sign up as a Knight of the Realm and check out all of our exclusive content there. Remember to tag your friends and like, subscribe and share. Then head over to triplecrownwargaming.com and become a Knight of the Realm today.
What are you doing, mate?
You alright?
Do it for